So welcome to the beautiful ski resort of Cervinia in the Italian Alps. Whether you're a seasoned skier or a first timer, this place has definitely got something for everyone. Here I'm going to talk to you about everything you need to know about this high altitude resort, from how to get here to the must-do runs, the best places for some après, and the best places I found to refuel with some beautiful Italian food and bombardinos. Welcome to Cervinia. First things first, let's talk about where Cervinia is located. It's nestled in the Aosta Valley in the northwestern part of Italy. It's in the heart of the Italian Alps and lies just a stone's throw away from the Swiss border. You can tell that because the big bonus is you're looking straight up at the Matterhorn, one of the most iconic peaks in the Alps. And yes, that also means you can also ski over to Zermatt for lunch if that's what takes your fancy. So getting to Cervinia is pretty straightforward, and there are several ways to reach this beautiful resort. If you're flying in, there's a few options for airports. The closest airport is Turin, about 120 kilometers away, which is around 1.5 to 2 hours. I believe it takes more like 2 hours to do that. And if you're coming from Milan, both Malpensa and Linate airports are both options, with Malpensa being about 2.5 to 3 hours away. There's also Geneva Airport in Switzerland, which is roughly 3 hours by car if you wanted to do the Geneva run, if you're used to that. From any of these airports, you can either rent a car, take a shuttle, or use a private transfer to get to Cervinia. So I always hire a car, but this time I've used Alps to Alps transfers. Funnily enough, I've got out of the habit of using transfer buses and always hiring a car, but recently I've got back into transfers, and now I wonder why I ever started hiring a car. It's fast and convenient, super easy. Fair enough, if you want to travel around a few other resorts, then having a car is the way to go. But actually, being transferred was just absolutely awesome. No hassle driving, no hassle thinking about fuel or parking. So yeah, big thumbs up for Alps to Alps transfer indeed. A great journey up. It snowed over the last couple of days. We've been super lucky because it snowed about a foot 36 hours ago. And it also snowed all night last night. And we arrived with a little bit of sunshine, yeah. So we got pretty lucky. Visibility has dipped in and out today, but actually in general it's been pretty good. It's left a nice powdery snow on the slopes, and off-piste there is a chunk of sort of off the side of the piste and off-piste terrain for you to play around in. Haven't had a chance to do that yet because we've only just been here the first day. So that's what we're doing. That's how we got here, and now we're skiing around the area. Let's go and see what else there is to find while we're in sunny Cervinia. So, because we've just blitzed in for a couple of days skiing over the weekend, we thought instead of carrying skis, we'd hire from Ski Set. So we picked up, from the Ski Set branch, which is called Knoll Ski, right in the town centre. So it's really convenient for the skiing because the lift is just over the back of that place. So yeah, we can just pick up our skis and head straight out. So it's super handy indeed. So let's talk about the ski area in Cervinia. At the base of the resort, Cervinia sits at around 2,050 metres, so it's pretty high up. If you think about it, things like Teen and Val d'Isère at about 1,800 metres, and Val Thorens, the highest in Europe, at 2,300, this place is pretty high. So all we know that means is it's a snow guarantee. This means you can enjoy skiing nearly all year round with the glacier, which is really nice even in the summer, and obviously excellent snow conditions throughout the winter months. It's pretty cold today. It's the middle of March, so we're expecting spring skiing, but not so much. So let's obviously talk about the ski area itself. Cervinia Baltanench ski area is one of the largest in Italy with 150 kilometres. That's 93 miles of slopes to explore. The area includes runs for all ability levels. There's no two way to about whether you're a beginner or an advanced skier. There's 40 blue runs for beginners, 35 reds and intermediate skiers, and 8 blacks for advanced skiers, and 2 green runs for those just starting out on some of those nursery slopes. Skiing into Zermatt, one of the coolest things to do is to ski into the Switzerland area, which is where we are right now. We're at the top and you can see the sign maybe right behind me. Points out you're right on the Swiss-Italian border. So skiers can easily cross over from Italy to Switzerland and explore Zermatt, which is famous for its high altitude slopes and amazing views, and obviously fantastic food over there as well. To ski from Cervinia to Zermatt, you'll need to take the Matterhorn Glacier lift and then follow the Ventina ski run, which takes you down into Zermatt. It's an incredible experience, and you'll get to see some awesome views of the Matterhorn right behind me there and the surrounding peaks. But here's an important tip. Make sure you keep track of the time and plan your return trip carefully. The lifts do close at specific times, so if you're skiing over to Zermatt, Need to ensure you're back in time to take those lifts back to Cervinia, or you're in for an expensive night stay or an expensive and a long cab ride back. There is a couple of narrower parts, but only not very much. I mean, you don't have to be a very strong skier to navigate that. As long as you're happy going down in your own time, you will be able to get over to Zermatt, over to the Swiss side. Popular ski runs in Cervinia. The Ventina run. This is the main run that connects Cervinia to Zermatt. It's long, scenic and super fun with wide open spaces, spectacular views of the Matterhorn. It's an absolute must-do for any skier visiting the resort. So yeah, snow's come in Cervinia. We're here in early parts of March, just as people are starting to talk about spring skiing and thinking it's going to be spring skiing. It is bleeding freezing. And yeah, the snow's come in. They've had snow for a couple of days, and about a foot 2 days ago, had about a few inches last night. And as you can see, visibility has gone. And yeah, the snow's coming again, which is great. Lovely to be in a resort where it's freezing cold and snowing again. And so there we have Cervinia right behind us as we come in on the last day for the day. You can just about see it in amongst the snow coming down there. Snowing pretty hard now, actually. The village is really, really nice, and the skiing is great. Doesn't feel like spring, it's cold. Highly recommend you get up to the very top of Cervinia first thing in the morning after snow. And honestly, the conditions are absolutely outstanding. I mean, this is the second week of March, and I know this is a glacier resort, so the skiing is always going to be great. And as we've talked about, the fact that you can ski here pretty much all year round anyway. But honestly, these conditions are spectacularly good. What a run! So good, so good. Woohoo! And having had such a bunch of snow recently, you've got these lovely powder fields just off the side of the runs where you can blitz down through some beautiful powder runs. It's just really, really nice indeed. Yeah, great fun in Cervinia at the minute, that's for sure. So a lot of the runs as you go through Cervinia are nice and wide, and you get a really nice variation of something a bit steep, and actually some very shallow runs as well. And as you come over the ridge here, you will see Cervinia at the bottom there, where we're skiing down to. And here is Super G, the new après spot, which is Folly Do style, I guess. You're just up from the town. They do nice beers and crepes outside and hot dogs. Later on, that'll be pumping, no doubt. That's great. And the great thing is, you can ski straight back to your ski set rental store. So what about accommodation? Yeah, we're staying at the Valtour Cristallo, which is a beautiful hotel. It looks pretty new, but I think it's been here a few years now, 2 or 3 years certainly. It's great. It's got a fantastic boot room, probably one of the nicer boot rooms I've ever been in. So you don't feel really roasting hot and squashed in the morning. The free courtesy buses pick you up directly outside the doors of the boot room in the morning, which is super handy. They're very helpful. Those buses are permanently riding around the resort. You can see him shooting off now. They're just running around all the time, so they can either pick you up, drop you off at town if you want to, which is about literally a 2-minute bus ride away. You could walk it if you want to. Beautiful rooms with a nice big sort of lounge area and a big bathroom. Lovely and toasty warm, great beds, which is always super important for me because I always want to get a good night's sleep before I go skiing the next day. Lovely spa. I've not tried that out yet, but I've seen that it's a really nice spa. We're just about to go and try out the pool as well. Great breakfast in the morning with all your pastries and fruit, bacon, egg, and absolutely everything you could possibly want for breakfast as well. We actually get our lunch included as well, but we don't get back here for lunch because this is about a 5-minute drive away from the main gondola out of town. Really nice big lobby area here with loads of helpful staff. Fabulous cocktails in the evening. They do evening entertainment as well, so they've got like a live band that comes in and plays every night, which is really nice. So yeah, been really enjoying our stay here. So yeah, check out the Valtour Cristallo if you want to be staying somewhere nice. I'm going to head off in to get my free buffet now into the main entrance there, or you can just shoot in through this way, which is the main room to go into the ski room. Very simple to go in there, drop your skis off, and then go and get a little drink. Let's do it. This is free aperitif every day after skiing, but you can pop in, and grab something to eat, whether it's sweet or savory, whatever you fancy. How cool is that? So when it comes to après-ski and other things to do in Cervinia, well, you've got a bustling high street here, loads going on, lots of popular spots. Super G is a new après bar that they've created, located at the top of the mountain. This bar's an après-ski hotspot with incredible views of the Matterhorn. It's a lively spot with great drinks, music and an amazing vibe, so perfect for a well-deserved break after a long day of skiing on the slopes. Dragon Bar back down in the village. Dragon Bar is one of the most popular places to go for après-ski with its cool atmosphere. Or Casa Montana, right in the high street with beautiful open fires. So if you want a great lunch stop, I don't know whether it's called Rochner or Roxiner, but it's at the top of the first gondola out of Cervinia, and trust me, this place is great. So you can either get sort of focaccia bread with all the sandwiches and pizzas and really nice pizzas, or you can go into the back and they got fantastic goulash and pastas and stuff like that. Or if you want to go crazy, you want to go upstairs and go into the full sit-down restaurant. Beautiful lunch and ready to ski down to the base. Another great little lunch spot is Chalet Etoile. Can't actually tell you where it is, but I'll try and plot it on the map for you. But really nice location and nice bit of music playing, really nice food, great service and a nice little terrace, which if it was sunny we would have sat outside, but of course it's snowing as it still is in Cervinia. And yeah, really nice little lunch stop here. So but no view today, but actually visibility's still good while we're skiing, so happy days. Great little place if you just want some quieter après. They do happy hour between 4 and 5. La Copa Pan right behind me there, and they do buy one get one free on beers, gin and tonics and on Aperol Spritz. Very nice, cool place, well worth popping in. Look at it, beautiful little place, La Copa Pan. It's right in the high street, so definitely worthwhile finding that place. Also, if you want to go for a beautiful little pizza, this place behind me, Mon Amour, fantastic pizzas in there and glass of wine if you want a bit of house wine. Really lovely pizzas and yeah, great night in there as well. So who is Cervinia best for? To wrap things up, Cervinia is a fantastic ski place for skiers of all levels. The resort offers great beginner areas, a great range of slopes for intermediates and plenty of challenging runs for advanced skiers, and obviously you get that chance to head over to Zermatt as well. The ability to do that is a big bonus. They've got great skiing over there and the village here is really vibrant. Loads going on. I've moved to a quieter area just for the sake of doing this, but it's got a lovely cobbled street which I'll walk down to now so you can see it. A nice sort of cobbled pedestrian street with loads going on, lots of pizzerias and pasta places and après bars. And it's snowing here. It's the middle of March now, 2025. So there you go. That is Cervinia for you. Just very nice to come out to town and see the resort in its full glory. And obviously they do run those free shuttle buses from the Valtor Cristallo Hotel. So if you just want to jump into the shuttle bus, they will pick you up and drag you into town, and you just give them a shout as and when you want to be picked up as well. So very easy indeed. So another day of snow in Cervinia. 4 days here and 4 days of snow. It's been absolutely fantastic for Easter, well, heading on towards Easter skiing. Absolutely brilliant. So who do I think Cervinia is good for at the end of this? Well, to be honest with you, I think it's got great gradient of slopes. There's a lot of red slopes, but to be honest with you, they wouldn't make a red in some other ski resorts. So they're not that steep. I think there's a lot of relatively easier terrain for people here. So I quite like it as a family. I think the food's good, the prices are soft, which is really good, and the skiing's really nice. And what more could you want? I mean, I can't see the Matterhorn today, that's for sure. But you know what? The visibility on the slope isn't horrendous at all. It's quite nice. You can really see where you're skiing. You can see the contours of the snow, and it's been belting down with snow for 4 days. You can't complain at it. So rather than talking into this camera, let's go get some fun.